Welcome to the library tutorial on the Library Research Worksheet you will be using as part of your assignment. The purpose of this worksheet is to assess information literacy skills, specifically on finding and evaluating sources. The worksheet is broken down into two parts. Part 1 focuses on research identification, where you identify the databases or search engine, the keywords, synonyms, or subject headings, and the full APA citation for the sources you used for your assignment. In Part 2, you will use a source evaluation tool to determine the credibility of your sources for academic purposes. In this sample worksheet, my research topic is going to be legal issues with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. For Part 1, the first thing you'll need to do is list the library database or search engine used. For my topic, I am using EBSCOhost. When using EBSCOhost, databases list the specific database you use, not just EBSCOhost. For my example, I am using EBSCOhost Business Source Complete. Next, you will list all the keywords, synonyms, or subject headings you used to find your source. I decided to search cryptocurrency, blockchain, and legal. Other keywords I could have used are electronic money and Bitcoin. In the library databases, you can find related search terms and keywords to help access more articles. Once you've found a source, you will need to list the APA citation. The library databases make it easy because there's a quotation icon that you can click on to generate the citation in APA. Double check to make sure that citation is correct. In this example, there were some errors, so I had to fix the citation. Here is a complete example for source 1. You will continue to complete this page for source 2 and source 3. In part 2, we will be establishing the credibility of the sources we select by using the source evaluation tool. We will look at the source's currency, relevance, authority, accuracy, and purpose. The first thing that you need to do in part 2 is enter the title of the source you are analyzing. Then you want to briefly describe how you know the information is sufficiently current. In this case, it was published 7 months ago. For websites, it is important to check to see when the website or web page was last updated. Now we're going to look at relevance. That's explaining how the information relates to your topic. In this case, this source examines the legal issues regarding blockchain and cryptocurrencies, which is directly related to my research topic. I found this information in the abstract. Then we want to add in the intended audience. Most academic journals are written for researchers such as yourselves. Popular magazines like Time or Wired and websites are usually geared toward the general public. To establish authority, identify the author and their credentials to ensure expertise. In databases, author affiliations are usually listed, and articles often include an About the Author section. For books, check the back cover or introduction for a biography. For websites, the author's name may link to their biography or other works. If an organization is the author, review the website's About page, typically at the bottom of the site, for its mission and purpose. Also consider the website's domain. URLs ending in .edu or .gov are typically reliable. .org sites may be reliable but can have biases. Check their mission statements. Be cautious with .com sites. Some are useful for certain topics, but many are commercial and not suited for academic research. For accuracy, you'll enter where the information came from. This would be the specific journal, book, or website. So here I just entered MIS Quarterly, a peer-reviewed academic journal. Then I explain how the information in the source is supported. Credible sources will cite their sources or include links or footnotes and endnotes. In this example, I can see that the author cited their information in text, explained how they collected their data, and included a reference section at the end. Now you will need to explain the purpose of this information. That is usually clear from the article abstract or the content from the article, book, or website. Then explain how you know. Does the author seem to be trying to sell the reader on a product or service, or are they trying to persuade you to a certain point of view, or are they factually providing information? In this case, the primary purpose is to inform by presenting findings from a case study. Now that we have completed the evaluation tool, we have a good idea as to whether or not a source is credible and appropriate for our research. So finally, you're going to briefly explain why you are or you are not using the source for your project. As you see here, I chose yes, the article is reliable, credible, and useful. Then I explained why based on the evaluation tool. You will continue to use this worksheet for a total of 3 sources. I hope this helped explain the Library Research Worksheet. If you have any questions, feel free to visit your campus library for assistance. You can also reach out to us through Ask a Librarian online or check out our online research guides. Thank you.